They did everything right in this episode of Mushoku Tensei, and we're gonna talk about it right here, right now, on Exhausted Reviews, where I'm exhausted and I make reviews. And yeah, Mushoku Tensei, y'all. This show has everything I can ever ask for, and I'm real happy that the show exists. So last time, and this arc, I'm super excited for this arc too, y'all. Rudy's Harry Potter arc is finally starting, and with the Harry Potter arc comes one thing: world building, and we get a lot of world building. A lot of stuff happens in this episode. So our boy is approaching with his female companion, and we get another fun scene of him realizing. So apparently, her condition, we'll call it, of always needing to be with the dude is a curse. So I thought she was just a proud, independent woman who didn't need one man. But no, apparently she's cursed to spend the rest of her days hoeing it out. So, you know, apparently the trip was hard for her because she didn't have a lot of guys to talk to. And it's almost like an intro of this episode of Rudy and this girl in bed, and then it fades into Rose. It's almost like an intro, actually. I feel like this episode actually had like a proper intro and a proper like exit song, which I feel like we don't see a lot. Like, I feel like maybe we've seen this like once before. I feel like most of the episodes of Mushoku Tensei they usually skip right over the opening. So, or they play it during like B-roll of what's happening during the show. So it's cool to see them bring this back. I like my shows without openings, like ReZero. I loved how ReZero would sometimes just forget about the opening and just play it over the music, over the series. So eventually, my boy Rudy gets to the office, and he's meeting with the guy. What's her name is there, and basically it's like, yo, like, you can get in, but you gotta pass this test. And I love how bored Elinalise always looks, bro. She's always so bored. If no one's getting fucked, she is always just bored, bro. It's kind of hilarious. So we learn, then this is the world building that I'm talking about, is that the school is so big, they teach things besides magic. He teaches healing, detoxification, curses, and it's funny because Rudy is asking, like, do you guys deal with mental illness if you guys do more than just magic? And he's like, oh no, we do all this other stuff. Is a friend of yours ill? It's like, yeah, something like that. And he's like, oh man, I'm really glad that that's really dope that you came to help research a cure for your sick friend, man. You really are a good friend. Bro, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. The meme, does he know? He does not know that Rudy's trying to cure his own erectile dysfunction. But also, he's kind of looking he doesn't know. Since we watched episode 0, we know who Fitz is, and that Fitz is actually Sylphie. But if you didn't see that, you're probably just as lost as Rudy right now. Thankfully, we watched it on the channel, so anybody who's been keeping up with this knows that Sylphie has run into Rudeus again, and Rudeus actually plays this kind of well. So the test is, we heard that the test is that you're going to be using wordless casting against our other wordless caster, which is funny because Rudy taught her how to cast wordlessly. So they put them up against each other in a mock duel, and Rudy is actually able to thwart her water ball. She gets ready to fire a water ball, and bro uses disturb magic, and I genuinely got scared, bro, because after he does that, right, bro, he literally pulls out like 4 bullets, bro. Dude literally pulls out 4 bullets and just shoots them at her. Bro, what if she died? What if she died, bro? Hilarious. Knocks her on the ground, bro, and basically embarrasses her in front of everyone. He kind of went a little too hard there. You can't just one-shot your test, Disturb magic was enough, but then you had to then you went and used your bullets, and then you had to heal her afterwards too. So these guys, bro, he kind of yeah, hit her with that disturb magic. So he kind of just like embarrassed her, and he was like, oh well, trying to save it, being a good guy, trying to save face, and like, you let me win because I'm new, thanks. So Rudy has no idea, bro. So like, I feel like Rudy is definitely going to have some kind of like weird sexual awakening, because dude is literally blushing in front of him. Bro, I don't think Rudy would understand how he feels if a dude starts blushing and getting nervous around him like that. And it's funny, so she pulls up, what's her name, Elinalise. We get more just fun interactions with Rudy. She pulls up in a school uniform, and bro is like, you'd have an easier time picking up, man. He's like, bro, shorten the skirt, just long enough to hide your underwear. And while we're at it, and also shout out to the animation for this shot. He's like, while we're at it, wear some thigh-high stockings in case you get cold. Really out here trying to help her like live her best slutty life. I think maybe hanging out with Elinalise has probably helped him a lot, because now sex to him is kind of, you know, I know he already has ED, but seeing her do it so much, you have to kind of get tired of it, you know what I mean? So, apparently, so this is when Rudy learns that the guy he beat was actually the student council princess's, she's a princess, and she's head of the student council, and, she's also the bodyguard or she's also being guarded, I should say, by Fitz and another gray rat, which we'll learn later. Apparently this guy's somehow related. I don't understand if Rudy doesn't know his cousins, like, especially when he says, oh, that's one of Paul's friends. So Elinalise, I guess she enrolled too, and she's really just like chilling here. Always looking bored, bro. She is always bored. She always has something going on, whether it's slamming other dudes or it's just her being bored. So Rudy gets to meet his classmates. It turns out his homie from back in season 1, who he found, he's obsessed with figurines, somehow got his hand, I think Rudy was selling figurines, and he somehow found it. And then he was able to re-find Rudy. They hung out for a little bit, and he helped him find his sister or something. Or I think his sister was working for him. And yeah, bro pulls up, and he's like, your master, you're here. And he's still embarrassing and way too emphatic, bro. Dude is always way too excited. He really needs to, like, just chill. It's not that serious. And so he starts getting intrigued by this cat girl. And this cat girl, unfortunately, has a bit of a dom complex. She's a bit of a dommy mommy. So, and she even knows, Rudy even knows her dad. I'm surprised at that. Rudy didn't mention, like, oh yeah, I like literally helped save your family. So, and also he's literally staring at her panties, bro. This is what the shot, they're not showing it in the shot. They probably will, and the Blu-ray comes out. But he literally says pale blue, so I'm guessing that she's, I didn't understand that at first when I watched it, but yeah, he's definitely staring at her underwear. So, and it's pale blue. Then we get a dog girl, bro. There's a cat girl and a dog girl, and the dog girl's literally just eating a big turkey leg. So she sits behind this dude. And if you remember in my ranking video, I talked about the Mushoku Tensei OVA. Look, guys, there's a lot of OVAs. There's episode 0. There's a lot to the show. The show is huge. A lot of characters are coming together that either Rudy knows tangentially or tangentially know Rudy. Including this guy, Cliff Grimbar, self-proclaimed magical genius. This guy he's got some impressive skills, but like he's a total dweeb. He's a total dorkazoid. They call him the king of nobody, the king of nothing, the king of the clowns even. So he's trying to learn more of this incarnation, but he also knows Eris too. And of course his tsundere ass is like, I'm not gonna tell you how I met her. And of course there's one special silent student who's not there. So Rudy is just like, you know, he's watching. There's infirmatories. He's getting acquainted. It's like there's hall monitors or something, making sure he's who he is. There's the giant library, huge library system. Dude is in here. Rudy ends up in the library to try to find some books about the teleportation incident, and he runs into none other than Fitz. I really love this scene because, like, it's so funny because I don't think Rudy picks up that, like, even though his name is Silent Fitz, they're constantly having conversations. Like, they have a full ass like conversation of like Fitz asking him about himself. Rudy reveals to Sylphie in a baller move, a 10,000 IQ move. He's investigating the mass teleportation, and when she asked why, he's like, well, I used to live there. The disaster sent me to the demon continent. She's like, no shit. He's like, yeah, bro, it took me 3 years to get home, but you know what? My family's found, so now I'm just looking for my long-lost friend. And bro, look at, you see that the emotional shift in that? Look at how happy he is. Look at how happy Sylphie is now. To be talking to Rudeus and have Rudy say like, yeah, bro, I came here to find you. Not actually you, but she knows it's her, which is honestly great. So it's really incredible. I love the way the show is like framing a lot of the stuff. She like they're showing us her eyes and stuff. We're able to see her true emotions and stuff, and she's able to play it cool too. She's really matured too. So, and then she gives him a book too to check out. And so, you know, it's really him. He's really making friends. Hopefully, he's able to keep it up. And then this is where he's eating lunch with the boy. This is where we meet the other gray rat. So this guy is like, have they met before? I feel like they might have met before, or something, because he's acting like they know each other. And that Rudy ignored him at some point. And honestly, I don't see that. I just don't see that. I don't remember that. But this guy, I don't get good vibes from him. So, and everyone's talking about how mysterious Fitz is, and that nobody knows anything about him. That he's a white-haired elf, like. And then, bro, this is like the craziest scene, because I honestly thought somebody was out to get him, bro. I was literally so paranoid during this scene, because literally, bro was just walking through the courtroom, and then a pair of panties fall from the sky. I feel like, does Sylphie know about the panty thing? Because, yeah, we literally see Sylphie. I mean, she's looking down, and then she leaves, bro. And then bro, literally, somebody pulls up, bro. So immediately, I really screamed, underwear thief, bro. And immediately, I'm talking immediately, bro. You have no idea how quickly everyone pulls up, bro. The dog girls are pulling up, bro. It is all bad. They are out here to get him, bro. What a first day. I would literally die. And I really thought this was a setup, either from like the gray rat or like the princess or some kind of test. I don't know. Or even I saw this gorilla girl too, and I'm like, bro, fuck gorilla girl, bro. Gorilla Grodd is here. Gorilla Grodd and Drag is here, and y'all are telling me this isn't some kind of setup, that Gorilla Grodd girl was just waiting for someone to pick up a pair of underwear so she could come monkey around, bro. Bro, it's crazy. So Fitz comes down, and apparently, what also got me is that they said she grabbed Princess Ariel's undergarments. It's like, how would you even know? How would they know that those are her underwear, bro? It's crazy. So I really thought this was a setup. Turns out it wasn't, apparently. And bro was like she was like only girls allowed to use his path. Literally his first day, they're trying to tear his head off, bro. It's crazy. So so since she threatens to beat up Rudeus, bro, and I love I love that you can see her emotion. Bro, she immediately fucking, her eyes widen. She's like, bro, leave him alone. So you're gonna beat up Rudeus, I'm gonna threaten to beat you up. She saves him, and she heals him too, which is hilarious. So, and Rudy is like thanking her for help, and it's crazy because this is the opposite. This really parallels on their first meeting, when Sylphie was getting bullied by a bunch of guys, and Sylphie came in and saved him. Sylphie came in, and he came in and saved Sylphie. So like this is a perfect karma moment for Rudy of trying to be nice. And it's funny because he thought Sylphie was a boy back then too. So honestly, it makes sense for him to not recognize Sylphie. He already thought Sylphie was a dude before when they first met. So yeah, he's gonna do it again. And he has so much respect for Fitz now. He's calling him senpai now. And he's like, bro, it's weird that you're thanking me. He's like, why? And bro pulls up and says, I'll never tell. Bro. This is why I'm saying Rudy is about to be a little confused, because I don't think he knows, like, does he know? No, but he does not know. So I'm super happy. I'm super hyped for the next episode, y'all. Let me know what you guys think of this episode. Was it lit? Do you guys like the editing? Do you guys like how this episode is playing out and how the show is playing out? Let me know in the comments down below. And I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.